Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Browns are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Giants defense that will need to be on its game.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. This one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Handoff as they run the counter play. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is knocked down from the side. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
To throw on 2nd down, Johnston looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reeves. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Here's Webb. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To the right side and complete to Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for them now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Webb now from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And Ingram holds it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Webb. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down. Webb escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
To throw on second down, Johnston. A screen complete to Crowell. And he's got room. Quick feet by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A first scoring update now from Carolina. Early lead in that one for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go.
From the gun, Johnston. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a first down throw. Webb. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Over the middle, complete. It's Atkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, it's Webb. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Out of the gun, it's Webb. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Webb. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive. Johnston. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
All right, here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Third down, Dalvin Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for him.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. In motion, left Shepard. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Webb out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Webb now. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Webb. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cook following the penalty. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Throwing on first down. Webb. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when your running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now Webb. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From the gun, Webb. It's caught by OBJ. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now Webb being chased out left, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Davis Webb, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are in for 6.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reeves. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Again, it's Cook. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. To throw on second down, Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn to either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw. Johnston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Johnston. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points there gets them a bit closer, but you can bet there's probably some guys on that sideline, Charles, thinking we deserve a better play.
No doubt, Brandon. Those 2 misses earlier are kind of hanging over them right about now. In a tight one like this, if those are makes, then obviously this is a completely different game.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Jets are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On first down, Webb. Over the middle to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play fake. Now Webb. Buying time to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a gain of 5. And it'll make it a second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw. Johnston steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Johnston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Operating from the gun. Johnston. And he's got his tight end, Njoku. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Throwing on first down. Johnston. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They try again with Cook. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back to throw. Johnston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Webb. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Webb. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Elsewhere, a third quarter score. The Patriots, they've taken the lead now over the Jets. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Throwing after the interception. Webb. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun. Webb. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Webb. And the ball is knocked out, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Johnston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To throw on second down, Johnston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 10.
Looking to throw. Johnston. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The return comes from Orleans Darkwa. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
yeah.
Because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go now. 3, 19. 3, 19.
Throwing on first down. Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Let's go. 3.
Looking to throw on second down. Webb. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Giants on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now that's hot.
From the gun, Webb. He finds Beckham, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set. 3, 19. 3, 19.
On first down, Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
No. Check. Patrick. Hurry up. Here we go. Detroit.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of...
And he loses the football a second time. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on second down. Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Webb forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin with a run by Crowell. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my Beamer Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A very solid gain of 27. Off play action. Johnston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Here we go. Leopard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnston. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
From the gun, Johnston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green 39.
On 1st and 10. Johnston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Green 39.
Throwing again. Johnston. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Reeves. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground right there at the 43. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Now let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Johnston. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Damon Harrison in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 1st down, Webb. 5 finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Webb. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. To throw on 2nd down, Webb. And this is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Webb to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. Whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards on the ground. They keep it with Crowell on 1st. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 16. Here's a give to Crowell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And the Giants ready to come out now. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But These two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
You